Hi guys and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be making Senpai for Ayano, and I'm also trying out a new video format. I hope you like it. Anyways, to make Senpai, which has been long awaited, we'll be using this Juice Gorgon doll. I just thought Juice would be the perfect doll since his face shape and his pale skin. Anyways, let's get started. To start off, we're going to need to remove the snakes from his head. I've seen a lot of YouTubers have trouble with this, so I decided I'd have a go at doing it my own way. To start off, I had a go using pliers. This didn't work very well by itself. I then had a go at using a scalpel. Again, this didn't work very well by itself. I then found out if you use a mixture of the two, you can get it off completely. Anyways, now we can start removing the face paint. To remove it, get some acetone and use a long sweeping motion to take it off the face using some tissue or a cotton bud. Make sure to leave no smudges and smears. They can get in the way of your face up and just be annoying. Anyways, now we can get on to the face up. At the start, I wanted him to look quite anime-esque and much like you see him in the game. So I decided I'd keep to that and make him look very anime-like. Then we can get on to blushing his body. To do so, it's quite easy and you just follow the natural contours of the body. They're already sculpted out, so all you need to do is just finesse them and fill it in. It was around this point I realised I didn't like the face up, so let's start again. After redoing the face up, I was a lot happier with it. He looks a lot more human. But anyways, we can now get on to the clothes. I decided to use these shoes, which he just came with extras for some reason, and paint them black. I then took Juice's old trousers and painting them black, due to the fact that I don't have much black fabric. Now we can get on to making his swimsuit. I decided that I'd do the same tactic which I did for Ayano using some epoxy sculpt. To do this, combine 2 equal parts of A and B, and then you can get to sculpting whatever you want. To do this, I made a little roll and just positioned it around his leg to act as the small rim of the suit. I then blended it out with some water. I then covered what I didn't want to be painted in some masking tape so that the paint would be a lot cleaner and a lot better. I then took some blackened blue paint so that I could create a darker blue. I then painted it on, and that's his little swimsuit done. I got a bit of paint in his back, but we can take that off later. You can then remove the masking tape. And now we can get onto his hair. I decided that I'd use the same grey wool again. I've had a couple people tell me that Senpai's hair isn't actually grey, but when you put it next to Haruda's, whose hair is quite dark black, I saw that Senpai and Ayano's hair isn't the very dark black which you'd usually get from a wool, so I decided to use the grey again. He's got very long hair now, hasn't he? We can now get to cutting and styling. I wanted to keep it cut and styled to be quite like how it is in the game. So I had a picture reference just off camera and cut it to be like that. His hair was actually remarkably hard to cut and style. I eventually had to start securing it in place with rubber bands and squirting it with water. Now we can get on to making his shirt. To do this, I wrapped some masking tape around him and cut it out to get a pattern. Now unfortunately, my camera was a bit off, so a lot of this ended up being off screen. Oops. Now we can get to adding the buttons on his shirt. I stenciled out where they would be using some white pencil and uses some glue to make them into the right place and size. I just simply piped it out in little dots. And with that, that's him done. I really enjoyed making this doll, and it was very long awaited. It's also the first ever Monster High boy I've ever repainted. Kind of fitting since Ayano was the first ever Monster High girl. For his book, it was a book which was made for me by a friend, and I just painted it brown and it worked really well. I'm really happy with how this doll turned out, and I enjoyed making him so much. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this doll, and don't forget to check out my Discord, link in the description below. Anyways, I'll make sure to see all of you next time and in the next video. See you soon!